Good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday, April 11th, 2023. It is 11:26 at night. Okay, this is part 29, Prologue, Theodore Rex. Pillars of hemlock and pine rose on either side of the train, suffusing it in cool gloom. Here and there a shaft of light fell vertically, for the sun stood at noon, disclosing naves and transepts carpeted with needles, cloistered where deer and pheasants sought sanctuary from the hunting season. Roosevelt was more prone to revere such natural architecture than any Gothic cathedral. Trees were objects of deep spiritual significance to him, especially when they were full of birdsong. He had stalked the bare slopes of Sagamore Hill with elms and chestnuts and oaks and dogwoods, faithful to his family motto, Qui plaintivit curabit. The jungles of Cuba had made a soldier of him. The forest of Wyoming had brought him solace after the death of his first wife. The piney air of Maine had cut and soothed the asthma in his teenage lungs. Further back still, in boyhood, were memories of summer nights in the woods and the sound of a beloved bass voice reading Last of the Mohicans under fire-reddened branches. I am sorry the trees have been cut down. Little Teddy Roosevelt had been 9 when he wrote that, after some minor act of vandalism in Georgia. As an adult, what was he to make of the wasteland he now began to see in Pennsylvania? The Allegheny forest receded on both sides, leaving only stumps. Soon there was nothing but a fringe of trees on the highest ridges, beyond reach of any saw. Stumps, stumps, and more stumps perforated the landscape, like arrows snapped off the death agony. Most were blackened. Local lumberjacks wanted white pines only. Less profitable trees could be burned like weeds. There were no saplings to be seen. With billions more trees beyond the horizon, replanting was a waste of time. Descent via Emporium Junction and Driftwood revealed even worse devastation. Roosevelt had foreseen just such sterility when governor of New York. Unrestrained greed means the ruin of the great woods and the drying up of the sources of the rivers. These hillsides, which for centuries had absorbed foliage, filtered rainfall, were now bare, gullied by direct precipitation. The courses running of them were choked with mud and dead fish. A town sign flashed by Renovo. Edith had vacationed here as a child. The name Latin for I renew sounded mocking in these dying uplands of the Susquehanna. About the only renewal Roosevelt could see was a station repair yard where flat cars were being overhauled to carry away more and more trees. He understood, as most Americans did not, the tendency of transport and industrial combinations to consume the environments they served. United States railroads owned more timberland than all the nation's homesteaders. To him, conversation, a term just becoming politically fashionable, meant not only the preservation of natural resources, but the prevention of the monopoly of natural resources. So they should inhere in the people as a whole. Okay, so that's all for part 29, Prologue, Theodore Rex. Thank you for watching.